back at the 9-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
On first down, it's Bush. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
So don't say nothing.
Watch the edge.
Good job right there. Good job right there. 95, 95.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
To throw is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Pass. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. At the 37-yard line.
Oh, you got deep? No. Check that. We're going to Mike 52 right here.
Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 42 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Left. Check.
A give. This is Bush. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Got it.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Roses now to add the PAT. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now it's Rosen looking. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Fielded just inside the 20. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check.
Guys, listen.
Check. Hot.
Got it.
Operating from the gun. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Hayes. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Wilson now operating from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Gun.
I'm going to run you over.
Now Wilson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
14, find it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Running with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rosen. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 71 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On the ground, this is Kamara. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
No, check that. Check 52 right here. 52.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Go.
Now Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Wilson to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Hayes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Hey, check 24. Watch
25, 25. One left. Still got it. 4 down.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards. 52.
Alert.
Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Rosen to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Rosen now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Alert! Ready!
A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Alvin Kamara with 3 seconds remaining. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Lutz with the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Finding the end zone on the game's final play. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. The kick is good, and can you believe this? They win it with zeros on the clock. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Still got 4 down, 4 down.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
56. Defense wins championships, baby.
Good, good.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Go, go, go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Man, I got you.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Well, as a head coach, that's where you're either the hero or the GOAT going for it there on fourth in that spot. He's the hero right now.
And he was in a pretty difficult position to make that decision, wasn't he? That spot on the field, what we call that, somewhat of a no man's land.
Yeah, a gray area.
Yeah, do you punt it? Do you go for the field goal? Or do you go for it? And this is something that he and his staff, discussed during the week. If we're in this type of a spot, are we going or not? Takes the emotion out of making the call.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Bush. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
My 52.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Defense, let's go. Check 3.
Look for signal.
Throwing is Wilson. And a little floater there is incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Now what can Rosen do here at OT? His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome of the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.